Welcome to Psych IQ, your go-to channel for decoding personalities, understanding human behavior, and navigating relationships. Today, we're diving into the fascinating and often mysterious world of the INFJ personality type, the rarest of all 16 in the MBTI framework. If you're wondering whether an INFJ in your life might like you, stay tuned. We'll reveal 5 unmistakable signs that an INFJ has a soft spot for you. INFJs are known for their complex inner worlds, intuitive insights, and nurturing tendencies. They're often guarded, which can make it tricky to figure out how they really feel about you. But don't worry, this guide is designed to help you decode their unique signals and uncover the truth behind their enigmatic charm. When an INFJ likes you, their interest goes far beyond surface-level interactions. They are deeply introspective and naturally drawn to meaningful conversations that help them understand who you truly are. If an INFJ starts to focus on deeper topics when speaking with you, this is one of the clearest indicators of their interest. An INFJ may ask what motivates you, what you're passionate about, or how you envision your future. They might steer the conversation toward topics like the meaning of life, personal growth, or your unique worldview. Rather than just asking how your day went, they'll want to know how it made you feel and what experiences stood out to you. For example, an INFJ who likes you might say something like, "I noticed you seem really dedicated to your work. What inspires you to keep going?" This kind of curiosity goes beyond politeness. They're genuinely invested in understanding you on a deeper level. INFJs thrive on emotional and intellectual connections. Small talk feels superficial to them, and they only engage in it when absolutely necessary, like in social or professional situations. If they're making the effort to go beyond pleasantries with you, it's a strong sign they see you as someone special. Because INFJs are selective about who they allow into their inner world, they reserve this type of deep engagement for people they truly care about. By prioritizing these meaningful exchanges, they're not only showing interest but also laying the foundation for a deeper emotional connection. It's not just about what they ask but also about how they listen. When an INFJ likes you, they'll maintain focused eye contact and give their full attention to the conversation. They'll remember small details from previous discussions, often bringing them up later to show they care. Their responses will show empathy and a sincere effort to understand your perspective, even if it's different from theirs. If you're interested in the INFJ and want to build on this connection, don't be afraid to open up about your beliefs, dreams, or struggles. INFJs value authenticity, and they'll appreciate your willingness to connect on a deeper level. INFJs are usually the ones guiding the conversation, but they'll feel valued if you show genuine interest in their lives. They may not have all the answers, but their presence will be a source of comfort. If you're facing a challenge or trying to improve yourself in some way, an INFJ might step in to provide resources or advice. This behavior can be a form of silent devotion. INFJs prefer to show love through actions rather than words because they believe that deeds speak to their heart more than fleeting promises or declarations. It also reflects their inner desire to foster strong, meaningful connections with people they truly care about. INFJs may not always offer help in a loud or overt way. In fact, they may even downplay their gestures, but their actions are often carefully chosen to provide the most impact. Here's how you can recognize their desire to help. INFJs have an innate ability to sense when something's off, even if you don't openly share it with them. They'll step in when they believe you need assistance, even if it's something small like offering a listening ear when you're feeling down. INFJs care deeply about the well-being of those they help. After they've done something for you, they might follow up to make sure you're okay, or they might offer further assistance to ensure you're not struggling. INFJs are not the type to give generic, one-size-fits-all advice. If they're helping you, they'll take the time to tailor their actions or words to your individual needs, making their assistance feel thoughtful and intentional. An INFJ's willingness to go out of their way for you creates a foundation of trust and safety in the relationship. They believe that by helping, they're not only offering practical support but also deepening the bond between you. If an INFJ likes you, they'll focus on building a foundation of trust where you feel free to be yourself. The safe space an INFJ creates can be transformative. Many people go through life feeling misunderstood or judged, and finding someone who makes you feel accepted and valued can be a profound experience. INFJs have a unique ability to see beyond the surface and connect with your essence, and this creates a relationship dynamic that's both healing and deeply fulfilling. INFJs are often described as enigmatic and reserved, especially when it comes to their inner thoughts and feelings. Despite their warm and empathetic nature, they guard their inner world closely, sharing it only with a select few they trust deeply. If an INFJ starts opening up about their personal experiences, dreams, and vulnerabilities with you, it's one of the clearest signs they feel a special connection. When an INFJ likes you, they'll peel back the layers of their complex inner world, a rare and meaningful gesture that signifies their affection and trust. This level of openness isn't something they offer to just anyone, making it a powerful signal of their feelings. INFJs are naturally introspective, and when they like you, they may tell you about formative experiences from their past, such as childhood memories, pivotal moments, or challenges they've overcome. These stories are often deeply personal and reflect their core values and beliefs. They might talk about their long-term goals, passions, or aspirations. For example, an INFJ who likes you might say something like, "I've always dreamed of traveling to remote places to help people in need. It feels like my purpose." These revelations show you the inner workings of their idealistic and purpose-driven nature. INFJs are naturally empathetic, but they rarely share their own vulnerabilities unless they feel truly safe. If they confide in you about their insecurities, doubts, or emotional struggles, it's a significant sign that they trust and value your connection. INFJs often have unique hobbies, interests, or habits that they keep private. If they start sharing these parts of themselves, whether it's their love for poetry, their fascination with obscure music, or their deep dives into existential philosophy, it's a sign they feel comfortable being authentic around you. INFJs are highly selective about who they let into their inner world because it's where their deepest thoughts, feelings, and ideals reside. Sharing these parts of themselves is a way of saying, "I trust you to understand and accept me." This openness is a big deal for INFJs, who tend to be cautious about vulnerability due to their fear of being misunderstood or hurt. If they've chosen to let you in, it means they see you as someone who is safe, empathetic, and worthy of their trust. It's their way of building intimacy and inviting you into a deeper connection. Not sure if an INFJ is opening up to you in a meaningful way? Look for these key behaviors. INFJs often feel deeply, but they don't share these emotions with just anyone. If they're openly discussing their joys, fears, or frustrations with you, it's a sign they feel close to you. INFJs are forward-thinking and often dream of making a difference in the world. If they're discussing their idealistic plans and inviting your perspective, they want to include you in their vision. INFJs love diving into abstract ideas, but they usually reserve these conversations for people they truly connect with. If they're discussing topics like the meaning of life, their spiritual beliefs, or their personal philosophy, it's a sign they feel comfortable being themselves around you. Many INFJs have artistic or creative talents that they keep private, such as writing, painting, or music. If they share these with you, it's a gesture of vulnerability and trust. When an INFJ opens up to you, it's important to handle their trust with care. Here's how to nurture this connection. Show genuine interest in what they're sharing, and avoid interrupting or judging their thoughts. Let them feel heard and valued. If they're expressing emotions or fears, offer empathy and reassurance. Simple affirmations like, "That makes sense," or, "I understand why you'd feel that way," can go a long way. INFJs appreciate mutual openness. Sharing your own inner thoughts, dreams, or struggles can deepen the connection and show that you trust them as well. While they may be opening up to you, remember that INFJs still value their boundaries. Avoid prying or pressuring them to share more than they're ready to. INFJs view emotional intimacy as the foundation of any meaningful relationship. When they open up, they're inviting you into a sacred part of their life that few people ever get to see. This openness fosters. By sharing their vulnerabilities, INFJs show that they trust you to accept them as they are. It's a sign that they feel comfortable enough to be their true selves around you. These glimpses into their inner world allow you to see the motivations, values, and emotions that drive their behavior, creating a stronger emotional bond. If an INFJ is the one bringing up deeper topics or asking for your thoughts on sensitive issues, they're showing they value your perspective and feel safe with you. INFJs are idealists, and their dreams often reveal their core values. If they're sharing these, it's a sign they trust you to understand them. INFJs rarely discuss their challenges with others, so if they're sharing their fears or insecurities, it's a sign of deep affection. You may notice moments where they seem more relaxed, unguarded, or even playful around you, showing they feel completely at ease in your presence. For INFJs, opening up is one of the most vulnerable things they can do. It's not just about sharing information, it's about inviting you into their world and saying, "You matter to me, and I want you to know the real me." While INFJs are masters at reading the emotions of others, they can be surprisingly reserved when it comes to expressing their own feelings. This is especially true in romantic situations, where they might struggle to verbalize their emotions directly. However, INFJs often reveal their affection through subtle yet meaningful body language cues. If you're paying attention, their nonverbal signals can speak volumes about how they feel about you. INFJs are naturally introspective and tend to communicate their emotions in ways that feel authentic and safe for them. If they like you, their body language will often reflect their deeper feelings, even if their words do not. Here are some key signs to watch for. INFJs value meaningful connections, and if they like you, they'll likely hold eye contact longer than usual. Their gaze may feel warm and intent, as if they're trying to understand you on a deeper level. However, they might also look away occasionally to avoid feeling too exposed. An INFJ who likes you may position themselves closer to you in social situations. They may lean in when you're speaking, subtly gravitate toward your side of the room, or sit next to you even when there are other available seats. While INFJs aren't typically touchy-feely, they might find small ways to initiate physical contact with you if they feel comfortable. This could be a light touch on the arm, an accidental brush of hands, or even adjusting your scarf or jacket in a caring manner. These gestures are their way of bridging the gap between emotional and physical intimacy. INFJs are deeply attuned to the people they care about, and this can manifest as mirroring your body language. For example, if you lean forward, they might do the same, or if you cross your legs, they might unconsciously mimic the position. If an INFJ likes you, they may adopt an open and welcoming posture when they're around you. They'll face you directly, relax their arms and shoulders, and angle their body toward you to show they're engaged and present. On the flip side, if they're particularly attracted to you, their body language might betray a bit of nervousness. They might fidget with their hands, play with a piece of jewelry, or adjust their clothing as a way of coping with the intensity of their feelings. INFJs are known for their introspection and emotional depth, which means their nonverbal cues often carry a lot of significance. Because they're cautious about expressing their feelings outright, their body language becomes an indirect but powerful way of communicating their affection. When an INFJ likes you, their body language reveals. They'll pay close attention to you, not just with their words but with their presence and physical behavior. If an INFJ is relaxed and open around you, it's a sign they trust you and feel safe in your company. From maintaining eye contact to mirroring your movements, their subtle actions are designed to build intimacy and strengthen your bond. How to respond to an INFJ's interest? If you've noticed these signs and think an INFJ likes you, it's important to handle the situation with care. Be genuine. INFJs value authenticity. Show them the real you, and avoid playing games. Reciprocate their effort. If they're going out of their way for you, find meaningful ways to show your appreciation. Respect their need for space. INFJs sometimes pull back to recharge. Don't take it personally, it's part of their self-care routine. INFJs may be hard to read at first, but their affection runs deep when they truly care for someone. By paying attention to these signs, you can uncover their feelings and build a connection rooted in trust and understanding. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you ever experienced the unique attention of an INFJ? Do you recognize any of these signs in someone you know? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's get the conversation started. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone curious about INFJ relationships. Together, we're building a community where psychology and personal growth take center stage. See you next time on Psych IQ.